Coronavirus, let's talk about it for a second. It is a human disaster. Of course, there is the disease itself, but when I say human disaster, I'm talking about our behavior and how we react to this whole situation, because it appears we're making it worse by sharing the first information we get or by revealing some secret truth everybody was politely hiding. Now, of course, for most of us uneducated citizens, it is very difficult to contain our emotions on social media, but when it comes to traditional journalistic institutions who hold the honorable mission to provide information in the most responsible way, well, I have to admit, I'm a bit disappointed. What am I talking about? Well, the coronavirus provoked the most spectacular wave of fake news, racism, and xenophobia. Here in North America, Frank Ye, a student at the University of Toronto, told CBC Radio that his Asian Canadian friends have witnessed people moving away from them or holding their mouths. In France, the front page of Le Courrier Picard was featuring an Asian woman wearing a mask with the headline Alerte jaune, meaning yellow alert. That's just too much. Don't get me wrong, I'm not attacking your freedom of thought. If you truly believe, deep inside yourself, that all races are not equal and that yours is superior than others, you're free to do so. I'm not going to argue with that. Apparently, you can openly think that way and still become president of the most powerful country in the world. First of all, just so you know, all Asians are not Chinese. And it's not because you're Chinese that you carry the virus. I'm just making sure because the other day I had a conversation with someone who thought that Africa was a country. Maybe I'm biased and you can tell that I'm getting a little emotional. That's because I was the only Asian kid in my primary school and I got bullied because of that. This is not something I wish to anyone. So I'm just making sure that you're well aware that the people you're pointing your finger at have feelings. Hundreds of people have died already and thousands are infected. So yes, the fact is, the virus came from China. But if you just take a moment to place yourself in the shoes of someone who has to go through that, if you're about to die, you don't want people to remember you as a zombie. These people didn't willingly choose to get infected, you know? If someone's family is dying over there, they're losing everything, sometimes not being able to see their parents, brothers and sisters. How do you think these people feel when on top of that, the whole society is pointing the finger at them saying, "You're infected, go back to where you came from"? And people who have nothing to do with it, born in Western countries, but who receive the same kind of comments because of their Asian background, how do you think that makes them feel? Sometimes I wonder if we're still human at all. Seriously, where's the compassion? You might ask me, so what can we do? Well, I'm not a politician or a spiritual guru. I don't have an answer for you. You're responsible adults. Just change your mindset and be supportive. You'll figure it out. Personally, I love languages and cultures on top of making videos. So I ask myself, what can I say to someone who's suffering from this whole mess? So here and now, I'm gonna learn how to show my support in Mandarin Chinese. So the first expression is 怎么样?怎么样? And it means, what's going on? What's happening? The next one is
你怎么了?
你怎么了?你怎么了? And it means, what happened to you?
你还好吗?
你还好吗?你还好吗?你还好吗? And it means, are you okay? Are you alright?
你不舒服吗?
你不舒服吗?你不舒服吗?你不舒服吗? And it means, are you feeling well? Are you feeling uncomfortable?
你担心吗?
你担心吗?你担心吗? Are you worried?
你可以指望我。
你可以指望我. So that one I particularly like. It means you can count on me. 你可以指望我.你可以指望我. And if you feel like challenging yourself, you can add at the beginning.
需要帮助的时候。
需要帮助的时候。需要帮助的时候. So together that makes
需要帮助的时候，你可以指望我。
需要帮助的时候，你可以指望我。I didn't know most of these expressions, but I did what I do with other languages, and pretty much anything, I go look for information. On that topic, it's a good habit to verify the source of the information and double check if the information in question is confirmed by other reliable sources. So for example, if you're looking for more information about the coronavirus, go check it on the World Health Organization website and stay alert on BBC, the New York Times, the Associated Press. Well, you get my point. Of course, you've got to take good care of yourself and health comes first. So washing your hands regularly is a good habit, for example. But next time you meet Asian-looking people, be mindful. If you feel uncomfortable approaching the subject, you don't have to, but don't run away from them and treat them as if they were zombies. If you know that Chinese, why don't you try saying 需要帮助的时候，你可以指望我? I'm sure they'd be very happy. Anyway, my point is, let's just be human and support one another in this crisis. Thank you.